of the most important affirmative defenses is a statute of limitations. So now I'm going to tell you guys about the statute of limitations in Illinois, okay? The statute of limitations is just that. It is a statute, a law, that limits the amount of time that somebody can bring a lawsuit against you. Okay, in this case, we're talking about lawsuits for debt collection in particular. So how the statutes in Illinois work is they break it down into different sections, and they talk about different types of debts that people can sue you for. All right, so first up, oral debt. This is if you agree to a contract verbally, then the statute of limitations is 5 years, right? So that means after 5 years, you can't be sued for a debt that you agreed to pay orally. I don't know many people out there who are agreeing to debts or agreeing to contracts verbally. Well, that's the case for this. So next up, written debt. Statute of limitations for that is 10 years. That's a long time. So that means if you have oftentimes a contract that you signed, statute of limitations is going to be 10 years. You can be sued for up to 10 years after that debt has begun. You can be sued. That's a tough spot to be in. Next up is mortgages. Mortgages can be usually 10 years, but also sometimes it can be 5 years. It kind of depends. Sometimes it can be determined as like a written contract, sometimes not. Auto loans, statute of limitations on auto loans is 4 years. Statute of limitations on open debt, that's like a store credit or a revolving account, that's 5 years. Important thing to know about statute of limitations is that it starts ticking from the last time you made a payment on the debt. Okay, so let's say you had like an auto loan, you're paying it up until January 2020. Last time you made a payment was January 2020. That means 4 years after January 2020, after that has passed, you can't be sued for that debt any longer. Credit card debt, statute of limitations is 5 years. That's a really important one for our customers. Most of our customers at SoloSuit come to us to respond to debt collection lawsuits for like MasterCard, Visa, Discover, American Express. You know the drill. All right, next up is court judgments. Court judgment statute of limitations, 20 years. That's a long time. All right, so what is a court judgment? That's what happens if you lose your debt collection lawsuit. If you had a credit card debt, statute of limitations was like 5 years, then you get sued for it, you lose, now statute of limitations is 20 years. They just got extended 20 years for how long that person can collect the debt against you. All right, so that's a bad situation. That is, again, one of the big reasons why you want to use SoloSuit to respond.